is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
My set. 18. Watch the screen. Keep going down. Coming.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Watson now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again this time to the tailback. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Love. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Zadarius Smith showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. 19. Hey, keep it. Hey, keep it. 24. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Set. 19. Mike is 15. 24. Lock's 59. 59. Here we are. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Set. 19. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Set. 19.
Now Watson on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to be Packer football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set it. 19. Silver.
On 1st down, here's Love. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Rodgers brings it in. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught, and he'll be out of bounds. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
No. 319, 630. Hey, watch the ball.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Austin Hooper there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
John Brown set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Texans first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Alert three.
They run it with Carson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Carson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I'm coming after you. Check 26, check 15.
They'll start the drive with Love here. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
258. I'm coming.
On the carry, it's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Batted away by the rookie out of Kentucky, Lonnie Johnson.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Hey, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Well, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot. You know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? Punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nigel Bradham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Watson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now it's Watson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson off play action. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
2 times. We got 4. We got 4.
Rodgers now throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Yeah, this.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
No. 319. 55.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And finding the tight end Hooper. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Come on, QB, come on.
On 1st down, Love. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Green 18. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now the try here for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check. Lucky. Go. Hey, we got to snap it.
Again, it's Watson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers operating from the gun. Got it complete to Rodgers. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Bryce Love, 38 yards. Now the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Green 18. Check 55 for Mike.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick your game up.
Rodgers now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Set a tone, fellas.
24. 59.
They run again with Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st and 10, Watson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st down, it's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We're set. 19. 24.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. About About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground, it's Love. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 58 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Watson on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Going deep for Eifert. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. Here's Watson, option left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Where's that? 13. Don't get nervous. We got it, we got it, we got it.
From the 16, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off
Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Packers 44, Texans 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about. But as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll run with Crowell. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Crunch!
Play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Go! It's running!
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Monday, Dad!
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Dad, 20!
Mike 55! Watch the out!
On third down, Crowell. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.